Hello, I'm Siham.
And I'm Brooke with Devonstowe.
In this video, we're going to be sharing everything you should know to get started with coaching. Coaching is a thought-provoking, creative and thinking process that helps you reach decisions that work for you. And it's faster than working things out on your own.
That's where your coach comes in. Think of your coach as your sparring partner. Someone you can brainstorm with, experiment with, test out some new ideas, or role play some different conversations or behaviors.
Your coach is there to create a safe, confidential space for you to unpack all your crazy thoughts and worries that keep you awake at night or paralyze you. We're here to support you attain your goals more easily and more quickly.
Coaching is not a substitute for professional advice that you would receive from a psychotherapist, counselor, lawyer, doctor, financial advisor, or spiritual and well-being professional.
If you believe that you need that kind of advice, then please go ahead and seek out a qualified professional. All decisions and any actions regarding these areas are your sole responsibility.
We really encourage you to look after yourself so you can take full advantage of your coaching sessions, including your choices and decisions. It's important for you to remember that your commitment and follow-through are essential to the success of this coaching process. We don't guarantee you any results, you guarantee yourself the results. That said, once people get started with a great coach, they realize what they've been missing, a confidential, safe thinking space to strategize and make smart moves. They're also the ones most likely to achieve their goals quicker and understand themselves better.
Be honest with your coach, always. When you've got a great thing going with your coach, you can say anything to them, good or bad. We don't judge. We want you to work things out and be successful. We all have difficult thoughts or ideas or questions. That's why we place such a big importance on confidentiality and safety. If ever you feel uncomfortable or don't want to answer a question, it's always your prerogative to say no or choose not to answer, always. That includes feeling unsatisfied with me as your coach. The deal is you'll bring it to my attention. That way, together, we can make the best adjustments to keep the coaching great. Most coaching happens over the phone or conferencing platforms. Make sure you secure a quiet place for your coaching session, somewhere you know you won't be disturbed. And just so you know, we'll never take a call from you if we know that you're driving, even if you're on hands-free. It's just not worth the risk, and you're less likely to be focused on the session.
As your coach, we will be present for you. We work hard on our own strategies to make sure we're 100% there for you. We want you to succeed, and that means that we will be unconditionally constructive and will support you at all times. We always speak the truth as we see it. You might not always agree with us, and that's okay. And in fact, we count on you telling us if you disagree when we do that.
At times, we will challenge you and ask you tough questions that you'd rather we didn't say out loud. We don't do this to annoy you. We do this as a way of helping you move forward and overcome perceived limitations. Again, when we make a request, it's always your prerogative to accept, reject, or change the request.
Like all good growing opportunities, sometimes there's a little homework. Occasionally, we might ask you to do some exercises or assessments to explore an area of interest. We'll discuss this together before anything is decided and only move forward with your agreement.
All calls and information you share with us are kept confidential to the extent allowed by law. We both subscribe to and are governed by the International Coach Federation's Code of Ethical Conduct.
This code also means that we won't be telling other people that we're working with you, of course without your written permission. You as the client, however, are free to tell anyone you want to about how great your coaching sessions are.
On a more serious note, if you tell us that you're involved in some illegal or harmful activity, We do reserve the right to disclose that information to the appropriate authorities.
As coaches, we sometimes are in a position of needing to share information anonymously with other coaching professionals for training or consultation purposes. But rest assured, we'll never knowingly use details that could identify you without your express and written permission.
As part of our own professional development and certification, we're required to submit your name, contact information, and the number of coaching hours you've received to a certifying body. We never reveal the content of our coaching sessions, and the same applies when we compile service reports to your manager if you're receiving coaching through your company.
To schedule your first coaching session, please email me or CHEM. At the end of each session, we will set a time for our next session.
Please don't be late for our sessions. Our time together begins when you're scheduled to call, not when you actually call.
If you need to reschedule, please give us 24 hours notice. We will do our best to accommodate the change. Giving us notice also lets us make time available for others. If you do miss your session without canceling, you forfeit the session.
If you're receiving coaching as part of our team alignment program, then your team has a pool of allocated hours per month. Your first session will be 60 minutes, and then subsequent sessions will probably be 30 to 45 minutes.
You will need to book directly with either CHEM or me. We will keep track of the hours, and when the pool of hours is used up, we'll take bookings for the next month. So don't wait to secure your coaching time. It's first come, first served.
As your coach, we're available to you in between scheduled sessions for 5 to 10 minute calls. Make use of this when you need a quick conversation to get your head straight, like before or after an important meeting, or to tell us about a win. We do love to hear about your successes.
You'll have received a copy of our coaching agreement that covers everything in this video in more detail. Please read it over, sign and scan it, and email it across to us. Let's get started.